Hello everyone, my name is CMA and welcome back to CMA modules. In this video lecture, we will be recording supply chain management. Supply chain refers to entire gambit of linkages in manufacturing a product or rendering a services. So what is supply chain management? Supply chain management is nothing but many people, a chain of people are involved together for making a product or a service to reach to the final consumer, from source to final consumer. For example, in relation to a manufacturing entity, it encompasses all the activities that commence from the extraction of raw materials till the delivery of the finished product to ultimate consumer. Listed below are the generic links of a supply chain. So we have extraction of raw material, vendor, manufacturer, distributor, retailer, consumer. So we have list of people who helps us, who becomes part of our supply chain for rendering services or for rendering products from source to final consumer. It is in its simplest form, a supply chain is the activities required by the organization to deliver goods or services to the consumer. A supply chain is a focus on core activities within the organization required to convert raw materials or component parts through a finished products or services. So in its simplest form, supply chain is the activities required by the organization. What is supply chain? Supply chain is nothing but activities. Supply chain are the activities which are required by the organization to deliver goods or services to the final consumer. So I suppose I am the source of goods or I am the source of services. I cannot reach to final consumer directly. I need list of people, list of mediators who can help me to deliver my product or my service to final consumer. A supply chain is a focus on core activities within the organization required to convert raw materials or components, parts through finished product or services. Supply chain is nothing but a focus on core activities. Supply chain is the focus on core activities, important activities within the organization, and it is required to convert raw materials or component parts through to the finished products or services. In its simplest form, the stages in a supply chain are as depicted within the Porter's value chain, and this can be considered a good guide to supply chain structures, namely inbound logistics, operations, marketing and sales, outbound logistics services. So we have in a simplest version what all other points can be covered under supply chain. So in its simplest form, stages in supply chain are as depicted within the Porter's value chain, and this can be considered a good guide to supply chain structure. So this is supply chain structure: inbound logistics, operations, marketing and sales, outbound logistics and services. Thus, supply chains are made up of all the links that participate in the design, assembly, and delivery of a particular product. Vendors supply raw materials. Producers convert those raw materials into product. So we have vendors who are supplying raw materials. We have producers who convert those raw materials into products. We have warehouses, stores that product until it's needed. Distribution centers pick up and deliver that product. Retailers online and in store bring that product to you. So we how the supply chain works. So thus supply chain are made up of all the links. They are made up of all the links that participate. Suppose a vendor of raw material, that is the first point of supply chain. Okay, supply of raw material. He's the first person to supply raw material. Producers, they convert their raw material into products. Okay, then we have warehouses. Warehouses are the one who will store your product. Your product, the demand for that product is not right now, it is at a later stage. So what they do, they store your product. Distribution centers pick up and deliver that product. So we have delivery boys, we have distribution centers, they'll pick up and they'll deliver. Retailers online and in store bring that product to you. Okay, supply chains are the reasons that the producers can provide customers what they want, when and where they want it, at the price they need. So what is supply chains? Supply chains are nothing but it's a reason that producers can provide customers when they want, where they want, why they want, at what price they want. All WH questions can be answered with the help of supply chain. For example, in an electronic industry, the supply chain is the central nervous system that governs how products are created. In an HDTV supply chain, a variety of companies play a role in building the components, assembling the final product, and moving it through the supply chain. The goal of supply chain is to have the television in stock when you are ready to purchase it. Correct. Supply chain, the goal of supply chain is nothing but whenever customers ready to demand, at that time, goods, products, or services should be ready to serve them. Supply chain management. Supply chain management encompasses every activity involved in maintaining the supply chain. The goal of supply chain management is to look holistically at entire supply chain from supplier through to the consumer and review three core areas of people, process and systems in order to maximize value from all activities. So we have supply chain management. Supply chain management is very important. We should maintain the supply chain in a thorough way. I'll take a pause, a quick read, then I'll move ahead. So we have supply chain management. They encompasses every activity involved in maintaining supply chain. They encompasses they will encompass every activity which is involved in maintaining supply chain. The goal of supply chain management is to look holistically at entire supply chain from supplier to the consumer. So what is the goal of supply chain management? Goal of supply chain management is nothing but I want to have a thorough look properly. I want to check right from first point of supply chain to last point of supply chain and review three core areas of people, process, and systems in order to maximize value from all activities. And I want to review all the three core areas, whether it is people, whether it is process, whether it is system. Behind every product, one uses electronics, coffee, clothing, uh, lawn mowers. There lies supply chain management, which makes it possible to get the products better, faster, and cheaper. Each year, these products get bigger and better, yet the prices drop. How is it possible? It's the end result of supply chain management professionals working together. LCD glass panel fabricators in South Korea, semiconductor manufacturers in Taiwan, television assembly plants in Mexico. These global partners collaborate across time zones and oceans to decrease cost and increase performance in ways no single company ever could. So we have supply chain management. Supply chain management, they help us is nothing but a detailed study at each and every activity. What we do is we study in a detailed manner. Then what we do, so that is our first point. Then they have taken examples of supply chain management. Then they have each year these products get bigger and better, yet the price drops. How is it possible? How the price drop is possible? It's the end result of supply chain management professionals working together. So we have LCD glass panel fabricators in South Korea, semiconductor manufacturers in Taiwan, television assembly plants in Mexico. So they have taken few examples here. In essence, supply chain management integrates supply and demand management within and across companies. Companies like Dell, Nokia, Procter and Gamble, Toyota and Walmart consider supply chain management to be a key factor in their overall success. Not only in supply chain management, important to the world's leading organizations, This fast-paced global field offers tremendous employment opportunities. Nearly every size and type of organization needs motivated, well-prepared individuals to become their supply chain leaders. Okay, so we have supply chain management. Then we have supply chain strategy. Without a strategy, supply chain activities cannot be aligned to an overall objective. You cannot apply without strategy. The supply chain activities cannot be aligned to overall objective. Correct. My overall objective is to deliver services or deliver products to end consumer, but I myself cannot do everything to alone single-handed. I'll need people. I'll need a proper chain which will help me to deliver the product to right customer. Think of an organization with no functional or operational strategy, much like a ship setting sail without letting the crew know the destination. The crew could be making decisions that could unwittingly impede the ship arriving safely at its end destination. Supply chain strategy follows the corporate strategy. Once the corporate strategy is defined, this will cascade into the functional areas. So we have supply chain strategy. Supply chain strategy follows the corporate strategy. Once your products are ready to sell, once your products are ready to reach to the final customers, supply chain is nothing but it will show you that your at each and every step your activity is performed in a better way. It is done in a way it was required. Once the strategy is determined for the function, it will influence daily operational decisions. Procurement will focus on driving cost out of procurement activities by sourcing suppliers with favorable terms, negotiating quality improvements that reduce waste activities, or stronger contractual terms. Operations may look to remove the 7 waste from their existing processes. Logistics may look to invest in equipment to support a removal of waste activities or review their operational processes. So that is supply chain strategy. A quick read. We'll take a pause and then we'll move ahead. So we have here what they have mentioned about the procurement. Procurement should be done correctly. Say for example, I'll take an example of invitation card. So what I'll do, I'll visit a shop and I'll tell them that I want invitation card within 7 days, and these points are my requirement. So accordingly they'll back calculate and they'll go for 6 days as a target, and seventh day they are supposed to deliver it to me. So within 6 days they have to approach to the supplier for material. They have to arrange out various designs. They have to go for printing, etc., etc., and then give the final product, whatever is the desired number. Give that product to me on seventh day. So procurement may focus on driving cost out of procurement activities by sourcing suppliers with favorable terms, negotiating quality improvements that reduce waste activities, or stronger contractual terms. Then we have operations may look to remove these 7 waste from their existing processes. Then we have logistics may look to invest in equipment to support removal of waste activities or review their operational processes. Then we have, there are three, so procurement done, operations and logistics, 3 points. There are three core areas to consider when developing the supply chain strategy and business. People, do you have the right number of staff with the right skill set? Process, are there waste activities within your current operating processes? Systems, are your systems and system enablers to the strategy, or are legacy systems holding you back? So suppose you are not able to handle the supply chain management, then what is the reason why you are not able to handle that supply chain system thoroughly? Is it because of people? Is it because of the process, or is it because of the system? Strategies need to be clear, voiced to all staff members, and have buy-in. When in 1961 JFK visited NASA, he asked a janitor what his job was. His reply was, "I'm sending a man to the moon." This is a clear example of a well communicated strategy and mission flowing throughout the whole organization. So, whatever process we prepare, whatever strategy we prepare, that needs to be communicated to all full organization, each and every people of the organization with complete buy-in, regardless of an individual's position within the organization. They understand expectations and part they play in that strategy. Importance of supply chain management. It is well known that supply chain management is an integral part of most businesses and is essential to company success and customer satisfaction. So we have importance of supply chain management. What is supply chain management? Supply chain management is nothing but that is integral part of most businesses and it is essential to company success and customer satisfaction. Without supply chain management, we cannot do anything. That is very, very important to the integral part of the business, internal part of the business. It is very much essential for the success and customer satisfaction. Boost customer services, a right location, a right delivery time, a right after sales support, a right location. Customers expect product to be available at right location in right time and with the right after sales support staff. So imagine buying a product from the any online website, say Amazon. So I want my product in right in time with the right customer sales support. If it is not delivered correctly or the correct product is not delivered, I'll call a support help desk and I'll get my things done. So right after sales support should be there. Delivery is done right in time and right location. Reduces operating cost, decreases purchasing cost, decreases production cost, decreases total supply chain cost. So supply chain management helps me in decreasing various operating cost. So first cost is decreases purchasing cost. Retailers depend on supply chains to quickly deliver expensive products to avoid holding costly inventories in stores any longer than necessary. For example, electronic stores requires fast delivery of 60-inch flat panel plasma HD TVs to avoid high inventory cost. So that is decreases purchasing cost. Then we have decreases production cost. So manufacturers depend on supply chain to reliably deliver materials to assembly plants to avoid material shortages that would shut down productions. For example, an unexpected part shipment delay that causes an auto assembly plant shutdown can cost rupees 20,000 per minute and lakhs of rupees per day in lost wages. Then we have decrease in total supply chain cost. So decrease of purchase cost, production cost, and decrease of total supply chain cost. Okay. Next one is improves financial position, increases profit leverage, decreases fixed asset, increases cash flows. Answers are very, very important. Supply chain management question answers are important. Can expect for 4 to 6 marks. So improves financial position. It helps me to increase my profit per unit profit. Firms value supply chain managers because they help control and reduce supply chain cost. This can result in dramatic increase in firm profits. For instance, US consumers eat 2.7 billion packages of cereal annually. So decreasing US cereal supply chain cost just 1 cent per cereal box would result in $13 million saved industry-wide as 13 billion boxes of cereal flowed through the improved supply chain over 5-year period. So we have increase in profit leverage. So what is increase in profit leverage? Increase in profit leverage is nothing but firm value supply chain managers helps in dramatic, very, very good increase in firm's profit because the supply chain helps me to deliver right product to right consumer. Decreases fixed asset. Firms value chain managers because they decrease the use of large fixed assets such as plants, warehouses, and transportation vehicle in the supply chain. If supply chain experts can redesign the network to properly serve customers from 6 warehouses rather than 10, the firm will avoid building 4 very expensive buildings. So we have increases profit leverage, decreases fixed asset. So firms valued supply chain managers because they decrease the use of large fixed assets such as plants, such as warehouses, transportation, vehicles in supply chain. If supply chain experts can redesign the network to properly serve customers from 6 warehouses rather than 10 warehouses, so helps in decreasing the fixed assets also. Suppose supply chain management is thorough, very proper, so instead of having good amount of warehouses, I can reduce down the warehouses. So instead of 10, I can bring down to 6. With the help of 6 warehouses also, my supply chain is perfect. I can manage delivering customers product in time. Increased cash flows. Firms value supply chain managers because they speed up product flows to customers. For example, if a firm can make and deliver a product to a customer in 10 days rather than 70 days, it can invoice customers 60 days sooner. Okay. Then we have social benefits. Lesser known is how supply chain management also plays a critical role in society. Supply chain management knowledge and capabilities can be used to support medical missions, conduct disaster relief operations, and handle other types of emergencies. Whether dealing with day to day product flows or dealing with an unexpected natural disaster, supply chain experts roll up their sleeves and get back and get busy. So we have social benefits. So what is social benefits? Social benefits, lesser known, is how supply chain management also play a critical role in society. Supply chain management knowledge and capabilities can be used to support medical missions, conduct disaster relief operations, handle other types of emergencies. So all these points can be done with the help of societal benefits. Now we have case study 1, Walmart's inventory innovations. So fewer links in the supply chain. So different case studies are given. So first case study is related to Walmart's inventory innovation. So how Walmart have managed to, go for proper inventory management, that they have given example here with the help of case studies they are trying to explain here. So one read a detailed case study is explained, case study 1, 2 and 3. There are 3 case studies. So a small reader, one read would be enough to understand those 3 case studies. Case studies little less important from exam point of view, but yes, they are important for understanding the terminologies. I hope you are comfortable with the lecture. Thank you.